Another kid from the West Coast committing to play at North Carolina? Huddle up.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we're going to talk about an update from the UNC transfer portal. And we're also going to talk about the changing national recruiting landscape as it pertains to North Carolina under Bill Belichick. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, shout out to the Huddle Hooligans for helping me keep these daggum lights on, baby. And if you're interested in some fairly deeper discussions pertaining to UNC football and basketball, consider becoming a member to gain access to the channel's Discord. We're about 13 deep right now, man, and it's only $4.99 a month. It's the price of a cup of coffee, and it's a great group of guys. And if you're interested in support of the channel, man, and it's an excellent opportunity. I have no idea why I drew that out that way. But anyway, man, let's jump into this thing. Bill Belichick and maybe even Steven Belichick have signed former high 3-star wide receiver Jason Robinson from the Washington Huskies by way of San Juan Capistrano, California. And we may have just gotten ourselves a sleeper. I'll explain that in a little bit, man. He was the 96th ranked wide receiver in his class and the 44th ranked player in the state of California. And the 247 Sports Composite ranked Robinson as the number 498 ranked prospect and the number 72 wide receiver in the country, along with being the 39th best player in California. Now, analyst Greg Bibbins, okay, this is what he had to say about Jason Robinson, and I quote, "Robinson is arguably the best pure route runner in the state." This is California, big time football. That's not part of the quote. That's my elaborating on his quote. Continued quote, "He's a prototype slot receiver who just knows how to get open. He's quick off the line, can get in and out of his breaks, and plays with a high understanding of how to set up a corner to get easy separation. Catches the ball well and will give you yards after contact. Could also be a threat in the return game on punts and kickoffs at the college level." That's into that quote, right? And we'll continue that quote in just a second. I absolutely love this next sentence. Let's continue the quote. "Highly competitive kid." I repeat, highly competitive kid who plays with a bit of a chip on his shoulder and will always give you max effort. Good night. He sounds like Russ the Tar Heel, man. Will need to continue to add some good weight and strength to his frame to fill out for the physicality of the college game, but has the skill set to be a very good player at the next level. He additionally projected him as a Power 4 starter. Now, this is why he's a sleeper. He did not play one snap in the 2024 campaign, so he still has 4 years of eligibility remaining. However, he was named the Scout Team MVP at the Washington Huskies football banquet. Now, his senior year in high school, he had 68 receptions for 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. And additionally, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. So that'll give you a little idea of what the kid is capable of. And that moves Carolina's class to 43rd overall with a 28th ranked portal class. Not bad considering every program got a jump on Carolina due to the firing of Coach Mack Brown and the hiring of Coach Bill Belichick. Now, a little bit of extra news. UWHuskiesWire.com released a story on January 9th. I'm a little late to this, but all Big Ten honorable mention cornerback Thaddeus Dixon entered the transfer portal and is visiting Michigan, Ole Miss, and of course, North Carolina, man. So he's since already visited Carolina. He's yet to ink a commitment. The question is will he follow Steve Belichick? That is the question, man. And that brings us to the interesting conversation of Bill Belichick's national approach to recruiting, if you will. Which, if you look at the greats, man, like Ohio State, we'll go down to Texas, Alabama, right? they recruit on a national level. It's what the great programs tend to do, man. So Mac Brown tended to stay within about a 5-hour driving range unless he had a connection somewhere to recruit most of his talent. However, Bill has, shall I say, stretched that Tar Heel footprint out a little bit, man. Now, this is interesting. Carolina has 15 transfer portal signees right now, and this is the makeup of that class, at least where they're from or where they played their football at their senior year. Carolina has 2 kids out of the 15 from North Carolina. 1 from Virginia, that's old footprint. 2 from Georgia, old footprint. 2 from Florida. Carolina's recruited down in Florida a lot, right? 1 from New Jersey. Tough kids up there, right? Not every day we get a kid from New Jersey, but it happens every once in a while. So still on the East Coast, not anything too far-fetched. 2 from Illinois, 1 from Michigan, 2 from Texas. Okay, spreading them out a little bit. 2 from California. That's crazy to me, man. 2 kids from California have chosen to sign and play football at the University of North Carolina because of what Bill Belichick and obviously Steve Belichick are trying to do, man. 2 Cali kids? Of course, a ton of that is going to have to do, like I said, with Steve Belichick taking the DC job, man. But it's interesting how national this game has become. Now, we're talking a little bit in the Huddle Hooligan, Discord about our thoughts on how unfortunate it is for a lot of the regional kids, because there are so many talented young men in the state of North Carolina that I do believe if we could put a fence around it, we could be very good for a long time, right? And I thought that that's kind of the direction we were going when Mac, first took hold of the coaching position again in 2019. It just never really panned out. However, Coach Belichick theoretically is making UNC into a university that's a pipeline to the NFL. And being arguably the greatest professional coach to ever do it, it's almost surely likely to annually entice people from all over the country to be a part of the program, just like the Ohio States, the Alabamas, etc., man. So it's just very interesting to see how this program is changing its approach, at least under the early stages, the early tutelage of Coach Belichick, man. And I want to know what you think about it down in the comment section, Tar Heel and College Football Nation, man. And I'll continue to be on top of these things to the best of my ability. So if you're interested in this diehard fan's perspective, consider liking the video, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. It's a great day to be a Tar Heel, baby. Go to hell, Duke, and go to hell, State. We'll catch you on the next one, baby.